Alright, what's up, guys? It's been a while since the last video I've posted. I'll be honest, my trading up until this point has been a journey. It's been about maybe a month and a half, 2 months since the last time I posted a video, and my trading definitely has been something. Um, I'll just be honest and say that I got max allocation, max funding on Top Step towards about the first 2 weeks of August. Over the course of the next 2 weeks, I got two payouts from my first ever funded account. Not any of the newer funded accounts, but from my first ever funded account, I ended up getting two payouts, which is something that I'm happy about. And then I got two payouts equaling out to about 4K in total worth of payouts. And then sorry about that. If that looks disgusting or something in my eye. But after that, about 2 weeks after, about a week after getting the second payout, I blew all five of my accounts. Uh, so yeah, so about a week after getting my second payout, I ended up blowing all five of my funded accounts in one day, just going on tilt. I took a loss. This was all happened on the last week of August, which was last week. I took a loss on Tuesday, then a loss on Wednesday, then Thursday, which is today, September 4th, Thursday. So August, September like 28th, 29th, Thursday or something, 28th. September 28th, Thursday, September 28th, I went on to and blew all of the accounts. Even though I took two losses earlier the week, they were only negative. They were both $300 losses. I was positive $3,300. Two $300 losses back to back put me at negative 600 on the week, which was I still had $2,700 in each account. And then coming into Thursday that day, I blew all five of my accounts. And it's not something I'm proud about. It's just something that I'm openly admitting that I went on to as a trader. And I thought I was better than that. I honestly thought that I was superior. I actually started telling people that I was trading openly. I was confident in my abilities as a trader. And I went on to. And then being so close to my first 10K month, which was my goal, I basically was already prepared for. Like, I already thought I achieved the 10K month, and I was expecting a 20K month or something like that. Even though I only got $4,000 worth of payouts, but I was just so close to that $10,000 month, where I basically thought it was said and done. And then I blow it, and the rest is history. So after going on to and blow my accounts, that same day I bought five evals, blew those as well, all that same day. That next Friday I buy five evals. Of course, now I'm in a better headspace. It's another day, and I buy my five evals. I trade on them, get $1,500 in profit. Then Monday I made like $700. Then I made Tuesday this week I passed the accounts. So and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Tuesday this week I ended up passing the accounts. Now my first day trading on them was yesterday, and I did go on till again, but this time my minimum loss limit stopped me from blowing the accounts. Now I'll be honest, to get my first two payouts on that one account, there was a lot of full porting involved, which caused me to go in with max size. Like, I was going in with max size a lot, and it's not something I'm necessarily proud of. I'm just being honest. I went in with the most contracts that I could go in with multiple times. I'd say at least 9 times on the journey to that payout. And those were successful trades, and they were full ported basically because that was the max size that I could use. At the time, if you guys trade XFAs, if you have a 50K XFA, you know that your most size that you can trade with is two minis when you first activate the account. So I went in multiple trades with two minis, and I was just lucky enough to win them because on two minis all you need is like 15 points to have $1,000. So that's what I was doing. And was that a part of my strategy? No. Where some trades, my model, yes, but I was getting my 10, 15 points of profit closing my trade. I wasn't even letting my model play out. And I honestly am not proud of the way that I got that payout. So, yeah, so honestly, that's just been my journey this past month. I've been journaling every day this past month. I journal. I'll show you guys. This is the most I've ever journaled in a month before. Um, I need to make sure I'm small enough. Yeah, so this is the most I've ever journaled in a month before. All of August was the first month that I've ever journaled completely, starting from August 4th, which I'm pretty sure is probably like a Monday or something like that, the first trading day. And it was my first ever month journaling completely. I had a lot of good trades, if I'm being honest. I journaled a lot of good setups, took a lot of screenshots, and it's just the only issue is I was just full porting most of my trades. So yes, I was on a large winning streak. I think I went like 15 trades without losing in August, but a lot of it was through full porting. But I am proud of myself for journaling all of my trades in August, journaling the full month of August. It's my first ever time doing that. As you can see, this is my trade notebook from June 1st all the way up until August. And this is the amount of trades I journaled in 2 months. I journaled like what was that, like, yeah, 10, 11 trades compared to August, where I journaled basically the entire month's worth of trading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so 17, because August 29th is right here. 17 trading days I journaled. So, yeah, it's it's something to be proud of, but honestly, back to what I was saying was like I haven't been happy with the way that I've been trading. Being on that last week, I took two losses back to back, and on top of that, the losses that I've been taking, most of them aren't my model. Like, I'm in the right trades at the right time, but I'm over risking and I'm over leveraging, which is causing my minimum loss limit to get hit while I'm inside of a trade. Because if I go in with two minis and I can only handle 6, 7 points worth of drawdown, um, I'm basically locked out of my account, and that's how I was trading. Because let's say that trade were to have gone against me, I don't want to be in that trade and blow my account off of two minis, because that's only going to take like 30 points to blow my entire account. So I go in with two minis, I take that 6 points worth of drawdown, boom, locked out, because I don't want to go negative, more than negative 500 on the day. So that's basically what's been going wrong with my trading at the moment. Is just it's been a lot of over risking, over leveraging, not being myself, not trading the way that I know that I should be trading. Um, I'm not getting in the right setups. It's just a lot of scalping when I've never been a much of a scalper, just going to a max size. And I've taken most of the losses I've taken haven't been my model, and they kind of messed with me as a trader a little bit. Like, just being in the fact that like I'm taking trades that aren't my model, and I'm losing because of that, and just I'm over risking and over leveraging in my positions. It kind of, excuse me, it's kind of gone to my psychology. So I think that at the moment I'm just gonna start documenting my journey on YouTube, which I say every couple months, every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. I can't remember last time I recorded a video, but it's been about, I know it's been over a month. So I say that every once in a while that I'm gonna start posting consistently. But I think now this is like the best time, because honestly my mental health as a trader has taken a toll since me being so close to a 10K a month, and then blowing all of my accounts, going on a tilt on one day, getting all of my accounts back now, taking a $500 loss yesterday. I took a $500 loss again today. Just two over risked positions. Not even bad trades, just over risking. And then as well, I took a winning trade today though. Took a winning trade today, perfectly managed trade. Even though I was negative 500 on the day, the second trade I took put me positive. It was a winning trade of $600, so that made me positive $100 on the day. I'm gonna show you guys a quick recap, or show myself, because nobody's really gonna see this, but show myself a quick recap of the trade, and we'll just discuss it from there. That's just been a quick journey of how my trading's been these past couple weeks. I'm gonna document my journey every day, be completely honest with myself, and hopefully this next month we get closer to our goals. And I'm gonna work towards my goals every day. And this channel is gonna be there alongside me every single day, watching me succeed. So I'm just gonna go over my trade from today. Um, I'll go over the loser as well. So coming into today, my bias was bullish. This red line is market open. So coming into today, my bias was bullish. We had these highs here, this buy side liquidity here. And I just seen that we were just buying up. So we had this sell off these past 2 days, and then the starting of this week, we've been making our way back bullish. So this was my drawn liquidity come to this morning, and then this was the higher draw liquidity for the day. So I was obviously very bullish for the day. I marked both of these two out. I honestly didn't expect this one to get completely filled today. Now I know that obviously going into tomorrow, my drawn liquidity is here now if we're going to remain bullish, which we're only 70 points away from. So now we see that my drawn liquidity was bullish just because we were respecting bullish PD arrays. As you can see, like these past couple of days, these 4-hour gaps have been respected. We're inversing this bullish gap. This bearish gap right here is getting inversed. We're respecting this bullish gap, respecting this bullish gap. So of course I'm going to be bullish on the day due to us respecting bullish PDs and disrespecting bearish ones. So coming into today, I had these lows right here marked out, these intermediate term lows. I had these intermediate term lows marked out on the hourly, as well as these London session lows here marked out. Sorry. As well as these London session lows. Just seeing if we can get them sweep and get a reaction off of them. So market opens. Market opens and we take out data highs, so we manipulate higher. We manipulate higher, taking out data highs, then we start manipulating lower. The first trade that I took today was off of this data highs manipulation. I took an entry off of, I think, this fair value gap here. This fair value gap here. And yeah, I took an entry off of this fair value gap right here. This is what my entry was. My stops above here. Draw was this 1 to 2R. It was in the middle of this candle. I think I could actually turn off my executions. Okay, maybe it was a little bit further down. Oh, no. It was earlier than that. But, so yeah, I got in here, ended up closing this trade break even. I got in here, and then I got out here because I got in at the middle of this candle, like right here, I'd say. I got in at the middle. I got in at the middle of this candle. So yeah, that's my entry at the middle of this candle, and because I was in on two minis, this drawdown that I took here ended up actually forcing me to this drawdown, this like 12 point, 18 point drawdown ended up actually forcing me to close my position. So that wasn't even a proper losing trade that I took. It was just because I went in with two minis, as I've been saying, thinking that I was freaking macho, man. But I'm too scared to lose money. I went in, made the same mistake that I've been making for this past week, and it's just been blowing my blowing my accounts off of it, just because I'm trying to make a lot of money, but I'm too scared to risk a lot of money. So I have a $400 maximum loss limit on the day. Of course, being negative 20 points on two minis, I'm over $400 negative. So I got stopped out of this trade due to my loss limit. And then we went on to my full take profit, what was these intermediate term lows here. Now, being that I hit my maximum loss limit, it was only on one of my accounts, this bottom account here, because all of them were copy traded. This was originally the leader account. All these accounts were copy traded to it, but that means all my accounts were negative 500, as you can see. All of my accounts went negative 500 today, but only one account is technically hitting its maximum loss limit because that's the only account that I technically put it on, which was my leader account. So I ended up taking another trade, which was a risk because of course all of my accounts were already negative 500 on the day. But an A plus setup formed, and it's the setup that I would have wanted to take, being as to that I was already bullish on the day. This original trade that I took would have won, yes, if it wasn't due to my stupidity. This trade would have won, but also what else is that this trade wasn't even a part of my buys for the day. So even though it was a decent setup, we manipulated. We definitely got our manipulation. Um, we got our manipulation, displacement, fair value gap, and then a reaction towards it. It wasn't a trade aligned with my bias, so I technically didn't even need to be taking it. But that's besides the point. So then an A plus setup forms after an A plus setup form that aligns with my bias was this intermediate term low here. We tap into this intermediate low, get an immediate reaction basically off of it or close to immediate reaction. I see that we make this swing high here. We take out this swing high. Now my original entry was off of this inversion for value gap right here. There's a 2-minute inversion that occurred right here. So my original entry was off of this 2-minute inversion, and this was the original trade, was from here to here. But because I like this trade so much, I added 5 more micros to it, which moved my position to about right here. And then I moved my stops to here, so I was still risking the same amount, which was like $130. So I got in, it was like right here was my stop loss. I got in. These are my take profits, this buy side liquidity here. And we changed our state of delivery off of these down closed candles that got closed above. So changing the state of delivery or market structure shift, if you want to count, if you just want to put it at this high. So market structure shift, changing the state of delivery. Then we inverse this fair value gap. I get my entry off this inverse fair value gap. I move it because we come in, respect this bullish gap. So as we're coming into this bullish gap, I'm like, I'm just gonna add 5 micros, put me in at 1 mini on this position, move my stops higher, and then we get a nice delivery off of that. Now ES does take this high. Honestly, if you look at it, you're like, okay, you should have held it to the full. I ended up closing my position here for like a 1 to 3 risk to reward because ES actually ended up taking this high and I closed at SMTs. And it's really because you never know. For me, I just feel like you never honestly know what's going to happen. As much as you'd like to say oh, I'm prepared for the risk or I'm prepared for whatever this may be, you never know what's actually going to happen. So I prefer to just trade accordingly So once ES took these highs, where are we at? Yeah, I'm on a 5 minute chart. So as you can see, these highs here, these highs here. Now ES didn't take out this higher buy side liquidity. No, it doesn't. So this SMT didn't end up holding, but ES took those highs and was moving way faster than NQ. So if we did get a delivery lower off ES taking those highs, this is ES. If we did get a delivery lower off ES taking those highs, I would not have wanted to be like, I would have hated like not closing my position at an SMT. So that's why I closed. It's because like it doesn't really make sense for me. Like if I would have if we would have taken this buy side liquidity and then started moving lower, I would have hated like what the heck? Why did I not close at the SMT? That's why, even though I did miss out on a lot of profit, like double to double the profit, because I decided to close at the SMT for only a 1 to 3 RR. I'm still comfortable with it. I've still accepted it, and it's something that I'm fine with. Um, Something that I'm gonna start working on is really like refining my strategy over the course of these next couple weeks, or yeah, over the course of these next couple weeks. Just because at the moment, like I'm not really sure. Like I'm realizing that I haven't done as much studying as I'd like to have. I don't feel like I've studied enough. I've put enough hours in, and I just feel like there's so much more that I need to learn, and it'll help my trading. It'll definitely benefit my trading to put more hours into studying, back testing, or whatever it may be. So I'm gonna start uploading daily and recapping my days, even uploading just psychological things, not even like too focused on trading, and just talking and just being completely honest about my progress and where I'm going. So this is just the start. This is just the beginning. I'm gonna come harder. I'm gonna come harder. This is gonna be my year, and it's just a start. It's just the beginning. So I'm gonna be posting again tomorrow if I do take a trade. Maybe even if I don't take a trade, I probably will still post because I'm trying to post consistently, talk about my life and my process with journey and journey with trading. So if you guys enjoy this, if anybody sees this, leave a like. If nobody sees this and it's just future me, because this is a channel really realistically made for just future me, then yo, you're gonna be proud of me because I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna turn my trading around because I'm gonna get a payout the right way. We're gonna hit our 10K month the right way, slowly, the proper way. In Jesus' name, I got you. Let's do this.